Hey guys, my name is Nora Franche, and welcome to the podcast Grateful Blessed Mess, daily reflections for those in the 12 steps. I am a fellow 12-stepper and certified mindset coach, and I am here to introduce you to the value of mindset coaching in your 12-step journey. So if you feel like you are stuck in the steps, if you're slipping and sliding with your abstinence, mindset coaching may help you as it did me, and you can find me at catholicmindsetcoaching.com. These episodes are meant to invite you in to consider the truths of 12-step wisdom and to join in the very real struggle of living them in action. I hope that it feels almost like a mini meeting, and I invite you to contribute your own share on the Grateful Blessed Mess Facebook group to keep the discussion going. My comments are based on my own experience, so feel free to take what you like and leave the rest. But my hope is to encourage you on your own daily 12-step journey. As they say, you cannot stay clean on yesterday's shower. So without further ado, let's begin. Hey guys, we are reading from Al-Anon's Courage to Change, April 8th, page 99. There can be great value in examining the past. It can offer information about the present, as well as clues that might help us make changes for a better future. For those of us who denied, distorted, or lost touch with painful memories, facing the reality of our past can be a critical part of our Al-Anon recovery. Fond memories must also be recognized if we hope to look back in a realistic way. Still, it is important to remember that the past is over. We are powerless over what has gone before. Although we can take steps to make amends, we cannot change the fact that we have harmed others. We cannot change the fact that others have harmed us. We have only the power to change this present day. The best use we can make of the past is to face it and then move on. We can certainly learn from all that we have experienced, but we mustn't let it hold us back from living here and now. Today's reminder: I will not get so bogged down in dealing with old wounds that I forget about new growth. The past is but the beginning of a beginning. That is from H.G. Wells. Okay, a lot that you could unpack here. It's so beautiful to be reminded of this, just even personally for myself. And so maybe you are in a place where you could really take that reading in. And it's so good because it just reminds me of that thing about vice and virtue, and that every vice is really just a virtue taken to an extreme or acted upon in deficit. It's either too much or too little. So that it takes something good, something virtuous, something beautiful, something that we value and strive for, and it distorts it and twists it into something, what would you say, evil, false, and ugly? It is something good, memory, the ability to reflect on something in the past in order to learn from it and benefit from the experience in the future. Okay, that's the virtuous mean. I don't even know what the virtue of that would be. Maybe prudence. Definitely part of prudence. Okay, there's that golden mean where we realize an experience, we acknowledge it as true, we take what we can learn, and we let the rest go. We forgive where we need to forgive. We give to God what we need to give to God. We release any excessive responsibility, but we own what's ours. When we take that into vice, when we take it into an extreme, and the past becomes something that we cannot forget, we cannot let go of, we ruminate, we stew, we arrest our own development in this obsession, in this unforgiveness, in this shame we have about the past. It is no longer serving its purpose. And that ability of our mind is no longer acting in the way that it was made to act, which serves to produce action, positive action. The virtue of prudence, the capacity of our mind to remember and learn from and grow from the past, has a purpose to help us not make the same mistakes again, to help us make more informed and thorough judgments in the future. When we act in deficit, it's where we don't learn from our mistakes, or we don't learn from things in the past, where we brush off lessons and likely will make the same mistake again. So we can minimize our substance use or abuse. We can minimize and say, it wasn't that bad. Or it was only because this, and this happened. Or it was only because it was a special occasion. Or it was only because there was nothing going on that day. Okay, that's where we're minimizing an experience. Or if we say, it wasn't really that bad, we're minimizing the effect of a choice that we made. All right, that is a vice against the virtue of prudence, but it is taking the elements of prudence that are good in not putting too much weight on something, not allowing a mistake to become our identity, but it's a lack of ownership over what we've done. And it's very delicate. It's a very delicate balance. It's a hard one to strike. And I think it's just a perpetual becoming that allows us to really own and grow and walk in this virtue of right judgment and in proper use of our memory and our mind. And that is the journey. That is what I want to do for you as your coach. That's what I want to encourage you to work on as your fellow in the 12 steps, walking this walk with you. With that, I pass. Thank you so much for listening to today's episode. If you feel that mindset coaching could help you on your 12-step journey, please feel free to reach out and find me at catholicmindsetcoaching.com. This is not a replacement for 12-step work. This is something outside of the 12 steps. It is simply something that has a heart for the 12 steps and those who are in it. And so, welcome. If you are here, chances are you may also be a bit of a mess. And I hope that you can learn to find some gratitude in the blessings that have come from your messes.